Hello and welcome back. In this video, we will add all of our resource calendars to Google Workspace. So here in the Google Workspace admin console, admin.google.com, we will head to Directory, Buildings and Resources, and Manage Resources. Now, this is a screen where you add all of your buildings and meeting rooms to your Google Workspace environment. Once you do that, people will be able to go into Google Calendar and select a location for their meetings. So the first thing you're going to need to do is create a building. You can, if you're in a small organization, you can just use building not set, and you don't need to set a building for your meeting rooms. But if you're going to have multiple buildings, or potentially in the future have multiple buildings or floors that you want to organize your meeting rooms in, this makes it a lot easier to find in Google Calendar. So you'll want to go to Buildings and add a building. I'm going to give it a name, and you need to give it a number of floors, and that can just be one. And optionally, you can give it a description and address. That'll make it easier to find a Google Calendar. But we have a real simple example. We're going to skip that here. Okay, now I will go back to Resources and select my building. And now we can add our meeting rooms. So you just click this plus here and add a new resource. You're going to add a meeting space. Give it a name. This is how it'll appear in your room finder. Capacity, number of chairs in your meeting room, number of people who can attend a meeting in that space. And you can optionally add a description, you can add features, you can give it a type. There's a few more options here, but for our basic setup, all we need to do is give it a name and capacity. And when a user goes into Google Calendar, that's what they'll see to reserve the room. Let's click Add Resource. Oh, I must have selected the wrong location. But once you open that resource, it will give you a resource email. This is the important part. This is the thing you're going to have to remember when you add it to Meeting Room 365 along with the name. It'll show a list of all the resources that your service user can see. You'll select the ones you want to add to Meeting Room 365, and it'll be listed by email, and it'll be listed by name. Let me go back to our Manage Your Resources page, and you can see a building that I've already set up. Here, I've set up all of my spaces. I've given them very interesting names, as you can see. But now all of these spaces are in my organization. If I go into Google Calendar and create a new meeting, invite participants, I can go to location and I can set a location to any available meeting room and see all the details that I've set up here. And with that, you've set up your displays in Google Admin. There's one more step to go in Google Admin, which we will cover in the next video, and then we'll be off to the Meeting Room 365 app to continue setup. Thanks.